Hey everybody, this is Mr. X, just letting you know that this is not going to be a normal episode. Due to scheduling conflicts, we weren't able to record this week, so instead we're going to present you with a pilot to a project that we're hoping to get off the ground here soon. So please enjoy this work in progress, and we will catch you guys next week for some more spooky-ish Reddit stories. Enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the tentatively named Cryptid Movie Club. We're gonna watch cryptid-based cinema, the best that Tubi has to offer. We're finally doing it, and the first movie we have lined up is Bigfoot, Grip of the Monster. I've seen this movie before. Roger, I had you watch it a couple of times.
Yes.
And we're doing it, and I thought the best person to bring in for this would be Ethan, our good friend Ethan Powell.
Yay.
Because
Yay.
Ethan unironically loves movies like this, and I think it'd be good to have a positive view on the show.
Man, I don't know how positive I can be on this one.
Oh, no.
Well, that's exciting. Well, yeah, I am Mr. X, joined by Roger and Ethan, and yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. See if we like the format. If we need to adjust the format, and then from there, probably a bi-weekly show that we can do in tandem with our other shows.
Right.
Let's just jump into the movie. Hold on, let me pull up the little summary for it so I can do it as much justice as I can.
So while you're doing that, I guess anybody listening to this is it's going to be kind of a proof of concept. I'm not even sure. Like, we don't know how far the show is going to go past this.
Yeah.
But just so everyone's just kind of caught up, Mr. X and I run a podcast together where we talk about paranormal stuff. And then alternatively, we also are a part of a movie podcast. And this seemed like a very good culmination of the two, specifically with cryptids and even more specifically with Bigfoot. And there was no better person to imagine to bring aboard than Ethan, who is a self-proclaimed professional when it comes to cryptids.
Yeah, that about sums it up as I stare at all these Bigfoot pictures and posters and stickers I have everywhere.
Oh, in your room?
In his
my
cave,
office, yeah.
Roger. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, well, Bigfoot, Grip of the Monster. It's a 2023 feature directed by Ashley Hayes Wright, written by Gary D. Clark, starring Gary D. Clark and David Owen Wright, Ashley Hayes Wright's husband, and their children. The synopsis here on IMDb says, after experiencing a terrifying Bigfoot encounter 20 years ago in the vast northern woods of Maine, author Max Lee writes a bestseller about this account. Now, 20 years later, he returns to the scene of the life-changing event. Okay. I want to see, is there a rating on here? This is a 4.0 rating from the community.
Out of
what?
Out of 10. Now, it was funny here is that I'm looking at the reviews, and I have a 9-star review and a 1-star review right next to each other. So let me just read these real quick, and hopefully they're short. From the 9-star, it says, good Bigfoot movie for me. One of my new favorite Bigfoot movies. I put this as my top 3.
What?
I love the mystery
that doesn't
and
make
suspense
sense.
of this. This is something I wasn't expecting. The acting was fairly good for the lead characters to get you through the movie without hating life.
No.
I really enjoyed the kids' characters the most. It was an on the seat of your chair movie, waiting for the story to unfold. I wasn't
No, I mean, I agree. There was waiting.
No.
I wasn't
A lot of
disappointed
waiting.
with the ending. Not your typical destroy the Bigfoot movie. I got interrupted halfway through. Had to
Oh my
pause
God.
for a while. But I was looking forward to finishing it the whole time. Not to give away any details, but I was surprised by it, and I enjoyed this as my Saturday night movie pick. 6 people found this helpful. 3 did not. Make that 4. All right. And then the 1-star review says, Bigfoot, Grip of the Monster, acting by autopilot. Even mannequins would deliver these lines with more feeling. The acting in Bigfoot Grip of the Monster is some of the worst I've ever seen in any film. The entire Wright family performs like robots programmed to recite dialogue, showing absolutely no emotion, believable human reactions. On David Owen Wright's Facebook page, he claims all 3 of his daughters are award-winning actresses.
Oh my God.
Based on everything I've seen from this independent film company, the performances are stiff, wooden, and borderline unsettling, like the actors are in a hypnotic trance. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about the Wright family.
I only know what you and I have spoken about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Ashley Hayes Wright is a prolific, quote-unquote, filmmaker. She has 61 credits to her name, all directing credits. And they're just bullshit movies that she makes her family do.
Yeah.
And they're typically religiously themed, which spoiler alert, this movie ends with like a religious kind of point to it. But yeah, they've made a ton of movies. They're all just as bad as this one. They're all just as cheaply made. And my theory is it's for tax write-offs. Like if they say like, hey, we made a movie. That's why we bought this UTV that's in the freaking movie. So yeah, let's write that off on our taxes. But it's fun to watch. The first time I ever heard about this movie was from another podcast called God Awful Movies, where they kind of broke it down, which this podcast is not going to be. We're not going to be breaking it down scene by scene. We will do like an overarching overview of it, kind of go into some stuff that we like or didn't like. But yeah, when I was listening to that, I was like, man, they're really tearing into this thing. I got to check it out for myself. I watched the first 15 minutes. I stopped. I reached out to Roger. I was like, Roger, you got to watch at least the first 15 minutes of this movie. And
I did.
Yeah. And it makes for good podcasting, I think. So I know we've already kind of gone into it, but first thoughts, Roger. Initial thoughts.
First, you want my first thoughts? Okay.
Your initial thoughts as the movie started, sure, yeah.
So again, I had watched the first 15, probably the first 45 minutes of this movie, just because
it's most of the movie.
Yeah, I know. But I was doing laundry the first time I was watching it, so I wasn't like paying super close attention. As the movie begins, I was led to believe that it was supposed to be funny. One of the first scenes in the movie is it sounds like an AI wrote a song about Bigfoot and beer, liking beer specifically, and these 2 hunters or maybe campers are out in the woods and they're drinking some beers and they're throwing the cans all over the place, and they are beset upon by Bigfoot. And
or at least that's what we're assumed to believe.
Yes.
We don't see anything.
Yes. And then for the next hour and a half, we're forced into like, I want to say 20 flashbacks.
That's accurate.
So the song Bigfoot Also Likes Beer or something like that, it was written by Gary D. Clark, who is the star.
The star of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you're right, it does sound AI generated. I don't know if AI generated songs were like this well put together back in 2023, but like,
no.
If not, then he went out of his way to write a song and perform a song to put in this crappy movie.
You know, he did, because it's not the first time I've heard it.
No way.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've heard it before seeing the movie.
I imagine a song about Bigfoot liking beer would make its way to Ethan at some point, regardless if he was watching this movie or not.
I guess.
Now, Ethan, what were your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts were like, why is this not on YouTube? And then just, I don't know, I was there for the ride, but like, my initial thoughts were just like, this is, very much an independent film. And I've worked on low budgets. Sure. Yeah, I've worked on low budget films. None as bad as that.
Yeah. Now, and as I'm watching it, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, why are they doing this? And like we've all made.
I was gonna say we've all worked together to make
and we've all made similar mistakes, right? But this is movie 40 or something in her catalog, and she's still making like just bizarre choices. I don't normally take, for the other podcasts we do, Sequel Factory, where we watch movies and then pitch ideas for sequels. I don't take notes because these movies are like an hour and a half long, and that would prolong the watching experience. Sure. I don't have a whole lot of time. I had time to take notes for this one. It wasn't a whole lot of notes, but as far as when the movie starts, as Roger said, you know, it's a scene of these two people camping, right? And I guess it's supposed to be a younger version of the main character, or at least two people that the main character knows. I have no idea. But the first time I saw this, I was just kind of like, why are they decked out in like hunting gear? We're not seeing anybody's faces. They're acting kind of awkward, pretending to drink beer. And this time I notice it's because it's their kids. It's their kids in Halloween masks. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I did not.
But no. yeah, they're wearing like old people Halloween masks and pretending to like drink beer. That's why they're not actually drinking the beer or anything like that.
Oh.
Except for the close-up where the person's like, it's a Bigfoot. That is just some other person that they got to say that line. But they put the camera like all the way up to their eyeball. It was bizarre. But yeah, from there, we immediately get a voiceover from the drunkest sounding sheriff I've ever heard in my life. Kind of just slurring his way through a news report where he's like, oh, we found some campers on the thing. There was beer on site and I drink it all. That's why I sound like this. Which is just how David Owen Wright talks, I guess, which kind of blew my mind. But another thing, as I was watching it, it was only an hour long, right? But like literally 15 minutes in, I was like, okay, I got to put it on 1.5 speed because this is dragging. It's a lot of
it felt so long.
Yeah, it's a lot of Gary D. Clark walking through the woods very slowly. And if you put it on 1.5 speed, he moves at normal pace. You know what else happens if you put it at 1.5 speed? David Owen Wright sounds like a normal person. So much so that close to the end of the movie, when he gives his little speech at the end to his family, I was like, this actually just sounds kind of normal. And then I remembered I had it on 1.5 speed, and I was like, oh, wait. And I took it off of 1.5 speed, and he's like, yeah, we got to go back to the forest and be nature. And I was like, oh my God. And I don't know why he talks like that. It's fucking so weird. But yeah, the story, it starts with some campers get attacked by Bigfoot. Cut to 20 years later, and we see Gary D. Clark, who I don't know what his character's name is, Max. We cut to Max Lee asleep on the couch with a bunch of 8x11 one-sided news clippings on the table, because it's just a bunch of like Xeroxed little clippings that they made. But he wakes up and he picks up one of the papers, and we cut to a flashback. Like immediately, we were just in a flashback. Immediately. Present day, back to another flashback. And it's of him walking through the woods, I believe. One of many, many scenes of him walking through the woods. Many. And then after this flashback, he goes to visit the sheriff, whose name is Sheriff Jack Gray. And very clearly, Ethan messaged us while he was watching this, and he was like, all the rooms in this movie are just different parts of the same double wide, which is
I didn't notice that, so good job.
Well,
when you spend a lot of time looking for a double wide, you can tell all the rooms are the same.
Yeah. But he meets the sheriff in his office, which I don't know if you noticed, is there's just random stuff on the walls. Like there's that big crocheted American flag, which was
terrific,
interesting. As well as there's like a little I don't know what you'd call it, like a tea cabinet. It's like a little shelf that he has like a revolver in, and maybe some like a few other little knickknacks. And then there's like what are those called? Those like kind of posters with like all the different bugs on it,
tree posters.
Yeah, it's got like leaves and bugs and all that stuff for the forest. And he's got one sign that you can get from like a Home Goods that says sheriff's office over it. But Max goes to talk to the sheriff and he's like, have you heard of any Bigfoot sightings lately? To which the sheriff laughs off. At one point he gets a phone call that he answers before the phone even rings. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yes. Yeah.
He picks up the phone as it starts ringing and then he's like, hello? I'll be right back. Like leaves the office.
And then when he leaves the room, there's a door closing sound.
Yeah.
But the door is already closed.
Mm-hmm. A lot of now people out there, if you want to make a movie, I will say even if it's low budget like this, it's pretty forgiving. But add sound effects, man. If you only have one sound effect in a scene, it's gonna stand out. So you gotta add like little intricate noises throughout the entire scene to give it life, which this movie did not have. Now, as the sheriff is out of the office, Max decides to snoop around, and he's very. And mind you, these guys are like in their probably mid to late 50s, or at least Gary D. Clark is. He's an older man. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. No. Okay, this is leading into it, I guess. He gets up and he just starts rifling through the sheriff's drawers, finds a pretty cheap-looking watch, and we cut to another flashback of the former sheriff, the ancient 90-year-old looking man wearing just a sheriff's outfit, like a T-shirt that says sheriff on it and a hat.
That's how you know.
That says sheriff on it. Yeah, that's how you know he's the sheriff. If you didn't know, that didn't tip you off to it, he says the line, Jack, I'm the sheriff, and I'll do whatever I want. Because Jack is trying to tell him not to go hunting in the woods where his kids play. And then we get a little scene of the former sheriff walking through the woods with a very real shotgun, not a prop for this movie. And we intercut it with some clips of some kids playing together. Apparently Ashley Hayes Wright doesn't know how to like block more than two people in a scene, so the kids are just off on their own, hunting sheriffs off on his own. And then we hear a scream. Jack goes running into the woods. Then we hear some growls, and the sheriff gets hit by a plank of wood, I believe. I don't actually remember. I literally watched this morning. I can't even remember the details of how he died. But sheriff's dead. He's gone. He's out. And now Jack is the new sheriff. Cut back to the sheriff's office. Max hears Jack coming, puts the watch back in the drawer, and we get a very tense, very slow shuffle back to his rocking chair. And he's able to sit back down just as the sheriff walks in. Sheriff tells him that he'll keep an eye out for Bigfoot, and Max goes on his way to start his many, many hikes. Now, while he's hiking through the woods, he runs into the sheriff several times, always joking about letting him know if he sees Bigfoot. We also get a scene of Max at the library talking to two very real old people. I think the one guy very much. Oh my god, what was his deal? He ran a. Oh my god, what was it?
Man, I watched this yesterday. I have no clue.
Something about birds.
Yeah, it's like they put bird feeders out. He put bird feeders out.
Oh, right.
For like it was like blue jays and swallows, I think is what or sparrows or something like that. But you can tell this was a real guy just telling his actual story, because at one point he mentions climate change, and I'm like, that the Wrights don't believe in climate change. They had to keep that in because it's all they got from the guy. And then he talks to the librarian, who just kind of is like, yeah, I've been here for 35 years, so and so, and all the while talking to these people, he just has to, like, while they're telling their actual stories, be like, right. And have you seen Bigfoot? And they're like, no Bigfoot.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
Okay, well.
I work in a library.
He's like, thanks. Back to the woods. He goes back out to the woods. He rents a UTV to help him get through the woods. Very much a tax write-off, because he doesn't do anything with his UTV at all. At one point, he almost runs over the sheriff, right? That's something. And the sheriff is like,
he almost does. A sheriff who already has his gun pulled and aiming it at a person.
Again, a very real gun. David Owen Wright's like, hold on, I got one. There's no need to buy no extra guns. I got plenty of guns. I'm just pointing at this guy. Don't worry, it's not loaded. It's not like that's part of gun safety or anything. Never point a gun at somebody. But I think the line is literally, this is the line that they used to justify buying this UTV was, I see you rented a UTV. And Max says, yeah, well, you want me to get out of here quick? This will get me out of here quick.
Yeah. I'm not done with my research.
Right, and then I guess at some point, Max starts getting suspicious of the sheriff, right? And actually, the sheriff invites him home for dinner, right? Yeah. He gets to meet his family. He meets Rosa, who is Ashley Hayes Wright, who acts just
that's her.
Yeah, that's her. She acts just as wooden as everybody else, if not more wooden than everybody else. And then we meet their 3 creepy kids, who I think it's just bad lighting, but we don't really see their faces, right? Because it's so dark. And you would think that might be intentional. I don't think it was. I think it's just poor
that's what they'll tell
poor
you.
planning. And so he starts getting suspicious of the sheriff, right? And I guess he follows the sheriff home, and okay, this is kind of the only reason I know that this is what was happening is because I listened to that podcast and they kind of like explained it. But if I was watching this for the first time, it would be a little hard for me to understand that the sheriff and his family all turn into Bigfoots. Right?
Oh, you didn't pick up on that?
Well, it's just hard to see.
I got it right away.
So we followed the family through the woods, right? And then as I'm watching this, I was like, if I was doing this, I would probably have a static shot where they walk past like a big tree, and from one side of the tree they're normal, and then as they pass the tree they're Bigfoots, which is what they do, right?
Yeah, that is what they do.
That is what they do, but it's from like waist down.
It's even lower. Yeah. It's like knees down.
Yeah. It's knees down, so it's just kind of hard to see. And I'm like, oh my gosh! Like if I was watching this for the first time, I would be like, okay, I guess something happened there, but because we don't even. It's like I wouldn't even say the climax of the movie, but it's like the turning point of the movie where he sees this and then he runs away, and then does nothing about it.
Well, because he's being told to like leave the I guess he's at a hotel or it's a house.
Yeah, it's just a normal house, right?
Yeah.
He comes up when after having the discussion with the sheriff in the woods, he comes back and his stuff is out on the street.
Right.
Now, I wasn't paying attention for the last part of this movie. To be honest, I was doing some life stuff while also watching it. But when I finally came back to paying attention, Max had broken into the sheriff's home and is looking through a chest where he finds the old sheriff's clothes.
He had invited the sheriff and his family out to a very specific restaurant at a certain time. but that place was closed when they got there, so he could sneak into their house while they were out.
That doesn't make any sense, right? You'd want them to go to a restaurant that's
somewhere
open where they can wait.
They could
right?
sit down and wait for it, right?
They'll be like, I guess he's running a little late, and that would prolong their being away, right?
Yeah.
He's like, this place is closed. I guess we'll go home.
I guess we'll just go home.
I guess we'll add some tension to him breaking in.
To more flashbacks.
Yeah. But so he finds the old sheriff's clothing in, again, that T-shirt and the hat in this chest, along with a very old looking Bible, right? And then we get the voiceover of him reading the passage about how there used to be giants back in the day and how that might be Bigfoot.
Oh, I didn't put those two together at all.
You didn't get that?
That's a Mormon
the giants
belief.
used to walk. Yes, okay. What sucks is I'm familiar with that verse, and not once did I associate it with Bigfoot.
Nope, just the Mormons and David Owen Wright. That's pretty much it. It's the only ones who think that. But the movie ends with the sheriff talking to his family, again, slurring his way through a monologue, or more like a soliloquy, I guess. But
Maybe.
he's just kind of like, hey, we got to go back to the woods because somebody found us out. And then it cuts to, well, I guess kind of like fades to black, and we hear one last news report where they're like, the sheriff's family just disappeared. No bodies, no sign of them. Cops are tearing down the trees looking, and then we see the news clipping that she's literally reading from. It's like,
yeah, all of the words that she is saying
it's
are
word
on the
for
screen
word.
now.
Yeah, it's just sitting on there. But yeah, that's essentially the movie. Good stuff. I think some of those awards that the kids won are from this one. Yeah.
What?
No,
Are
I'm
they?
kidding. No, not at all.
Oh man, I was gonna say, like,
Got me.
there were stints of this movie. I think it was during the first like little bout, like right after Max goes and visits the sheriff. There's like, I want to say I think it's close to 13 minutes without dialogue. It's an embarrassing amount of time where no one is talking, and it's just this guy wandering through the woods, and there's music playing, and he does more wandering, and like it happens multiple times throughout the movie. But at least at some other parts, he's like putting up cameras, or he's in an ATV.
Uh-huh.
But like, I was looking at my phone for a while, and I was like, I haven't heard anyone talk in the last, X amount of minutes.
Yeah, this is a kind of Ashley Hayes Wright's forte. It's just putting in random walking scenes. I was listening to a different podcast where they're talking about one of their movies, in which there's like a mystery. A girl had disappeared or whatever. And apparently David Owen Wright really loves playing a sheriff. So he's like a sheriff in that one. And he just keeps going back to the same spot in the woods and just literally like looking under rocks and stuff. And that's like a majority of that movie. Again, I think this is just like a ploy for them to try to make a little extra income while also being able to write like a bunch of stuff off on their taxes. Because I think their main thing is they own like a donkey rescue. And we didn't get to see, any of their farm animals.
I didn't get to see a single donkey.
Yeah, but
why aren't they making movies with donkeys in them?
Oh, they do. If you look, literally go on to IMDb and look up Ashley Hayes Wright.
Oh my god, I have to.
And a lot of her movies, of those 61 movies, are horse themed. So, oh my god, what's happening? IMDb, what are you doing? Oh my god. Okay.
I do want to say a lot of the music, its intensity did not match what was happening on screen.
Oh, yeah, like throughout.
All of the flashbacks, it's like Christopher Nolan level, like orchestral.
At one point, it sounded like Skyrim music was playing.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah, like whenever you get attacked in any game, really. So the first thing that pops up when I go under IMDb that related to this movie is a movie by the Wright family called Hee Haw Farm. It's also from 2023. What's the synopsis for this one? It doesn't even have one. How long is this? Does it even say? It doesn't even tell me how long it is. But okay. So very clearly, the Wright family, they like once a week have a family meeting where they pitch ideas for movies. They're like, hey, we gotta bang one out this week. What any ideas, right? And in my head canon, David Owen Wright is always like Bigfoot in the Bible. And so they have quite a few. They have quite a few Bigfoot movies. And then the girls are always like, well, we have all the donkeys. Why don't we just make a donkey movie?
For the last time, Candace, no.
And now remember, Bigfoot, Grip of the Monster had a 4.0 rating on IMDb. Hee Haw Farm has a 6.9.
No way.
Oh, wow.
It varies though, because it shows me like a kind of like a graph of how many stars it has. There's it's mostly 1 and 10-star reviews, but I guess it's enough that it equals out to 6.9. So they've also, with the advent of AI are moving into making just
Oh my god, I'm looking
AI
at it
garbage
right now.
animation, right? Yeah. There's
Oh,
Pinecone.
no.
That's unfortunate.
Pinecone looks terrible.
A story about love, overcoming fear, and learning not to judge others simply because they're different. Sometimes the things we're most afraid of turn out to be exactly what we need all along. That also sounds like an AI-generated synopsis of
That sucks so hard.
whatever the fuck that is. And it has a 5.7 rating. Oh no. One of the reviews on here is for 8 stars. It says great blender project. Nice one. I don't think this was Blender.
No, folks, sorry. This ain't Blender.
Yeah, Flow won best animated feature, but I guarantee you Pinecone is not one of those. They also, we might be doing a lot of Wright Family movies because they also have Monster Awakens.
Oh,
which,
yeah. Right
I'm
there.
guessing
I
is a
see
big
one called Ice Beast.
Yeah, which I'm guessing is a Yeti themed one. But yeah, again, a lot of Bigfoot themed stuff from these guys, and they're all less than an hour and a half long. So I can bang these out in like 45 minutes and make some content out of it.
Look at Bigfoot Blood on the Farm.
Oh no. Okay.
What? Oh my goodness.
It's called Bigfoot Blood on the Farm. It was made last year.
I see it.
Oh god.
2 sisters, alone on their rural farm, face an unimaginable terror. Quote, Bigfoot. End of sentence. With the farm isolated and no one else around to help, the sisters must quickly shift from surviving farm life to surviving the fight of their lives.
This poster is everything to me.
Yeah, I love the
This poster's
poster.
perfect.
It's very oh my god, what's that gothic painting?
Oh, it's actually called American Gothic.
American Gothic, yeah. It's very American Gothic-esque. With like a very AI-generated Bigfoot image in the background.
So here's what I'll say about the poster is that it looks like if this family had started a YouTube channel in 2015 and they hired like someone off of like Fiverr to make them thumbnails, this is exactly what it would come out as.
Oh my god. I don't know if
you think
trailers...
Bigfoot's AI? Look at the tree. Zoom into the tree.
Oh my goodness.
God.
That's 1,000 trees.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And it's only an hour and 2 minutes, which is less than this one that we just watched, and it has a 5.0 rating. And I think that's because it looks more action-packed. I don't know if the trailer's playing for you. A lot of these teenage girls with guns. So
yeah.
Oh man. It's also, I don't know if you guys noticed the intro to this movie, Bigfoot, Grip of the Monster. They had the little production company graphics that came up. I don't remember if there was one specifically for the Wright family. I remember Twin Engine.
There was a little Wright Family like graphic. It wasn't a very good graphic, but it was a graphic nonetheless.
It's not.
It
I'm sure it's gotten
real.
better with AI.
I wonder how they landed on Pinecone.
I have a feeling that it changes with every movie that they do. But like the production value of Twin Engines global, and then the Wright Family films, you're like, oh, never mind, I forgot the Wright Family. Sorry, I had to play it again just to get a good idea. The Wright Family films one, it just says Wright Family Films, right, in like a kind of action movie font. And it dissolves in like a kind of Windows.
Oh no!
Oh my god! What was not Movie Maker? That's Apple. What was the Windows one? It was like Magic.
Windows was Movie Maker.
Yeah, Windows had Movie Maker.
Are you sure? Yeah. Oh no, it's iMovie that's
the Apple
for
one.
Apple. Yeah. Okay, so it just kind of looks like a Windows Movie Maker kind of like effect.
That's kind of like. That's what I thought this whole movie, like, it was like, that's what they edited on. That's what it feels like.
Oh, no, for sure. I don't think these guys are paying for Adobe to put out these movies.
Not even After Effects.
No.
No.
Did you guys have any notes for this movie?
What like to the filmmakers?
No, just kind of like whatever you took. Oh my God, you just sent another. The badge, the Bible, and Bigfoot. Yes.
My only notes was the music. That was really
the music
off-putting to me.
So,
oh my God.
Yeah, doesn't this look awesome? Sorry, I just posted in the chat. There's
yeah. You see the
another one of
Bigfoot
their
in the
films.
background?
Yeah, of course I do. It's hard to miss.
It looks like the bunny from Donnie Darko.
It does.
Yeah, the bunny from Donnie Darko is the opacity has been turned down quite a bit.
Yeah.
And standing behind the two, David and Ashley Hayes, as they stand in the foreground, both of them holding what we can assume to be very real guns. David has over his shoulders
draped over him. It's like a Blue
it's
Lives
it's
Matter
not like
flag.
a cape. It's more like a dead animal.
It does look like a cape.
But it is the black and white and blue American flag for the thin blue line.
And he's got his police hat on. He's not a sheriff in this one. He's just a straight up cop.
It just says police. So.
Yeah. He's got trigger discipline for sure.
Oh, yeah, looks great.
While Ashley Wright doesn't have her finger on the trigger, she's just not. Her hand is nowhere near the trigger. She's just holding that shotgun so awkwardly.
In a way, you can say that she has better trigger discipline. Because her hand's nowhere near the place to fire it.
That gun's not going off.
No.
Let's see. I'm just gonna go through my notes here real quick. So I had the one about the campers with the kids in the Halloween masks, which is very bizarre. And I implore you to go back and look at it. It's strange. Drunken sheriff, alcohol was on the scene, so he drank it all. The 8x11 news clippings that are just one-sided. He picks up the phone before it rings. I realized very quickly that if I kept writing all of these, that it would be just listing the entire movie in order. But sheriff t-shirt, look Jack, I'm the sheriff. Ozempic MacBook spoof ad is just as awkward as the actual movie. I don't know what ads you guys got on this because we watched it on Tubi. One of them was literally, you guys remember the I'm a Mac and I'm a PC,
right? Oh, yeah.
With Jason Long and the other guy. They literally got Jason Long and the other guy to do I'm Ozempic and I'm just another GLP-1 whatever weight loss drug.
Do you mean Justin Long?
Justin Long, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What was he saying?
Jason Long. I think I said Jason.
You said Jason.
I
was like,
that's the same
Justin
name
Long.
to me.
But in the ad, they're like, they're doing that and there's like some basketball player that's with them and he's like, yeah, I love Ozempic. And then it cuts to Justin Long standing at a podium in front of a microphone, reading the disclaimer while the PC guy is in the background. And at one point, Justin Long reading the disclaimer pauses for a very long time, and they just didn't cut it out. I was like, what the fuck? Let's see. Why does he keep looking up in the trees when he's searching for Bigfoot in the woods? Does Bigfoot dwell in the trees? Or
maybe a little something y'all know about Bigfoot. They got hands and thumbs that allows them to climb, make them partially arboreal creatures. However, them long legs and the fact that they are bipedal and can walk upright would suggest they are exclusively terrestrial. And it doesn't make sense why he looks up in the trees. Never mind.
I think they just need to get as much use out of the gimbal that they bought for this movie.
Oh, sure.
So,
yeah.
There was a lot of shots in this movie that I was kind of like, they figured out how to do that. A gimbal is a very easy to use device that stabilizes the camera automatically. And even the cheapest ones have like a feature where you can kind of like pan the camera very smoothly. And they just kept panning it up. I think their thumb just kept slipping, and so the camera kept moving up towards the top of the trees. I don't know. I'm making excuses for him. And then, of course, at 1.5 speed, Max looks like he's walking normally. And then at 1.5 speed, the sheriff sounds like a normal person.
I can't be sure if that actor has like a bad hip or bad knees or something, but there are multiple shots of him walking through the woods, and he's holding himself, like he's really bracing himself in a specific way that would make me think that he's like, he shouldn't be doing these things.
Yeah, like his kidneys acting up or something, right? And then my last note on here is just Bigfoot is in the Bible. So
and there you go.
Yeah, and that's essentially the movie.
Yep.
How Ethan, as our resident cryptid expert. How accurate do you think this was to Bigfoot?
Very little, almost none.
Okay. Okay. How did you feel about Bigfoot on screen?
Yeah. His portrayal, I guess, as an on-screen presence, not necessarily if it was accurate, but just how he made you feel when you saw him on screen.
Well, if he wasn't so far away and blurry, that'd be fine.
Sure.
Yeah, they're like, these ape costumes we got.
Maybe he's just
yeah,
blurry.
You're right. Yeah, maybe Bigfoot.
Yeah, maybe he's just blurry. Man, if we don't see in the course of making this podcast, if we don't see a movie where Bigfoot is just a blur the whole time, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed.
I think what would really kick it is if within the canon, like the fiction of the movie, like people have to say like he's just blurry, like we can't perceive him. Our eyes aren't allowed to.
Oh man, we can make it. We could always make it. If the Wrights could make at least
they can make
3 Bigfoot movies, yeah, we can make at least one.
Definitely a rough watch, but I mean, just like any hard to watch movie, you can make your own fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If we made a drinking game out of this, we'd probably kill somebody.
They'd be dead.
We'd be like, every time they walk through the woods, take a shot. You're out of there.
Oh my God, no, that we have to change that rule. Every time they're not walking through the woods.
Every time there's a gun on screen, take a drink.
Oh man. Hey, did y'all notice? Okay, so throughout parts of the film, there's a flashback where Max is I guess it's the first encounter that he had, where he sees like the young Bigfoot, the big feet. The Bigfoots? Anyway,
big fights.
And he looks through the scope of his rifle, this very impressive rifle. He looks through the scope of it, and then like I guess they were trying to show that a Bigfoot's eye got in the way or something.
Oh yeah. They did that twice, right? He's looking through the scope at these kids. I have a feeling they didn't even take the scope off the gun when they were doing the shot.
No way.
It's pointed at the 3 kids in like their Bigfoot costumes, and then like an eye appears, and it's not like it comes into frame. No, it just cuts to an eye,
like a CGI eye.
Yeah,
right.
Which I think is meant to imply
eyeball.
that Daddy Bigfoot is attacking him in this moment. But then you would think if he was that close to a Bigfoot, he would have seen Bigfoot, right?
Or the dad, being a Bigfoot, would recognize him.
Yeah,
as the guy who was aiming a gun at his 3 kids.
I think that's why he's so like antagonistic towards him through the rest of the movie, and he keeps like kind of implying like you need to get out of here, you need to stop your
implying. Implying he's like, you're not allowed at the hotel anymore. You better get out of town.
I think what does he say? I think you'll find you're not welcome at your hotel anymore. I don't know how he was talking, because again, at 1.5 speed, he just sounded like, I think you'll find you're not welcome at your hotel anymore. When in reality, I think he was like, I think you'll find you're not welcome at your hotel
I'm gonna be
anymore.
Honest, I think that David Wright,
he was plastered through this whole fucking
just
thing.
Went through some kind of wisdom tooth surgery before filming these scenes. The man doesn't open his mouth.
Yeah.
No, he does not.
I wonder what his wedding vows were like.
I promise to raise donkeys and film the worst shit you've ever seen.
And we'll have several kids, and I tell you, I'll be disappointed if most of them are girls, but maybe we can put them in Bigfoot costumes, and then I'll be proud of them. I don't know.
They will be officially children of mine once they win awards for their performances.
Oh, I know I only have daughters, but at least they're award-winning actresses.
I actually like to use actor. They are actors because we do not refer to female firefighters as fire women.
Fire women.
Women fighters.
That's because women don't belong in that field of employment.
No one calls a female dentist a dentestress.
Dentress,
That was hard.
yeah.
I don't know why I chose that word.
No, I don't think the rights are very politically correct, so I don't think
Hey,
they care that much.
I'm looking at this poster. I don't think so either.
This poster doesn't prove that they're not politically correct. It proves that they're just not correct. They are incorrect people.
Yeah. Oh man. So as far as cryptids, you know, the fact that they think Bigfoot is in the Bible, kind of, does that still make it a cryptid?
Actually, you know what? Ethan, you're in a really specific position to answer this.
I am, aren't I?
As a Christian who believes in cryptids.
Yeah, you're both a cryptid believer
Where do you
and
stand on this?
a religious believer. So.
Well, you know, Native Americans talked a lot about the Sasquatch. I'm inclined to believe them a little bit.
Well, you're familiar with where Sasquatch, the word, comes from, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so like it was just meant to mean like a less civilized being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably all Bigfoot is.
Well,
there it is. There you have it.
As far as the last question, and then we'll kind of wrap it up because I mostly wanted to do this movie because I thought it'd be funny. And do we think the Wrights actually believe in Bigfoot? Do we think that they think there's a Bigfoot out there that's worth telling stories about, and that's why they tell these stories? Or do we think that David Wright just thinks Bigfoot's cool and he doesn't want to make donkey movies all the time?
So I personally think that David definitely believes in Bigfoot.
Yeah, David has to.
What does he have to?
He has to.
There's just so many Bigfoot movies, and there's a Venn diagram of people who are conservative and people who believe in Bigfoot, and he is right in the middle of that. And I'm just staring at this poster, and I know for a fact he is both.
That's totally fair. Yeah.
There is actually something to be said about the what's the word I want to use? The integrity of people like this, where even if there's a shadow of a doubt, they're gonna stick to those guns. Pun not intended. I think that David is a man of his own belief. If God definitely 100% exists to this man, I also believe that Bigfoot exists 100% definitely to this man.
Yeah, that's literally what I was going to say. All right.
Yeah, I know he has a Bigfoot sticker on the back of his truck.
Absolutely he does.
Well, there's a scene in the movie where they're kind of like doing that thing where it's like, here's the town we're driving through to give you a good idea. There's a scene where there's like 5 Bigfoot kind of cutouts in a yard. That's absolutely their yard, right? It's not anybody else's yard in the town. It's just theirs.
Everyone's kind of sick of it, really.
I think this was fun. I really wanted to talk about this movie specifically with you two, so that was great. I got to introduce at least Ethan to the Wright family, so that's.
It was about.
There's at least 3 other movies of theirs that we could do in this series.
We have to agree that we're never going to watch that AI monstrosity, right?
No, absolutely not. It has nothing to do with.
Not.
I don't think that's a cryptid, right?
I don't know.
So there's no reason for us to.
It does kind of look like a baby Bigfoot, a baby foot, if you will.
That's
my phone
fair.
wouldn't load, so I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Here, I'll post it in our chat. As I come up with a way to close this out here. Obviously, plenty of Bigfoot movies just from the Wright family, but I think it would be boring if we only did Wright family movies. And there's a plethora of other Bigfoot movies that we can kind of bring out to the forefront for anybody listening to this podcast, which is part of the reason why I want to do this as well. Like, as much I love movies, and as much as I love movies, I love movies that are this shitty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's to make fun of them. I will make fun of the Wright family all day, right? But then there's other instances of people who just said, I want to make a movie, and they went out and made a movie, which is more than I can say, right?
And,
I've never made a feature-length movie. Yeah, they did the thing. And so if we could bring light to those guys, great, let's do it. Oh my God, I can't find the thing. What was it called again, Roger?
It's called Pinecone.
Pinecone. Why is it not popping up on our...
Oh no, it's gone. Oh no, they nuked it. They
deleted it. They were like, oh no, they're making fun of it.
They're right. This is stupid. This wasn't made in Blender.
Oh my God. It's only on Prime Video, and it costs $8 to rent.
What?
And at least 104 people have seen it. So,
and it only cost
That's
800
ridiculous.
gallons of water
yeah.
to make.
It only took all the water in Maine where they live.
Maine's got plenty of water.
All right, there it is for you, Ethan.
Oh my God, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at its feet.
You're right. It does look like a baby Bigfoot.
It does.
Oh no.
It doesn't.
To...
Okay. Just for the audience, it looks like a baby Bigfoot if Bigfoot was dressed like an Irishman.
Hobbit.
Oh, you know what? Hobbit's better.
Well,
it's...
I would say more like a Peaky Blinder.
Oh, like a very poor Peaky Blinder. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. With that said, let's wrap this up, and thank you guys for joining me on this journey.
Absolutely.
If Pinecone is a Bigfoot, we might have to wait till it's free to watch somewhere before.
I'm sure we could find it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's illegally uploaded it to something at some point. Yeah, you think these guys have proper copyrights on their stuff? No.
Well, maybe. I mean, they could probably afford a lawyer.
Well, you can't copyright it yet.
I don't know, man. The more movies you watch, the more you think, oh, this is kind of sad. I don't think they have the money for all of these gadgets that David Owen Wright keeps buying. So that's why they have to keep making movies to put this shit in. But yeah, so I think, yeah, this is fun. We definitely need to come up with more of a format for it. But I think,
yeah, I think it'd be easy. So
this episode obviously was very Wright family heavy. We mostly talked about the Wright family and not so much about Bigfoot. But I think the rest of the show, as we watch more stuff and do more recordings, will be more a cryptid focus. I think we'll watch a movie and kind of discuss the cryptid aspect of it, as well as the movie aspect. Obviously, I love movies. I love talking about movies. Ethan, you love cryptids and movies and talking about both of those things. Roger?
I like burgers.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. Until the next time, we'll see when we'll be able to record another one. And you know what? This might just go up on the pond feed for now.
Sure. Yeah.
See how we feel about it. And then, we'll probably make a more dedicated channel and all that jazz. But thank you for listening if you stuck out this far. And please, if you're going to go watch Bigfoot, Grip of the Monster, do so at your own discretion.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely don't take a drink every time they walk through the woods. You will die.
Oh, man, definitely. Maybe take a drink before the movie. Just like one.
Or at least two. Or at least like a shot, and then have something to sip on through the rest of the movie.
Maybe don't watch the
game before the movie.
Yeah, just don't watch the movie.
Oh, no. Actually, you know what? Watch this with people. Don't do what we did and watch it alone.
With people.
Or at least as you're watching it, reach out to somebody and be like, "Hey, you gotta look at this. You gotta."
I thought you were gonna be like, reach out to them and tell them that you're safe and that you're okay.
Yeah, do that as well. And then you know what? Are donkeys cryptids? Because we could do Hee Haw Farm. We could watch it.
If we could somehow justify the viewing of Hee Haw Farm.
Jet on the other podcast is not gonna want to sit through Hee Haw Farm.
No, of course not.
If he didn't like the Dirt Bike Kid, he's not sitting through Hee Haw Farm.
You know what?
So,
He didn't
How about
like the
this?
Dirt Bike Kid.
No, of course he didn't.
That's so funny.
But yeah, you guys can catch us on the other things we do. Roger and I, as he said at the beginning of the show, We do Paranormal Dudes, where we read spooky-ish stories off of Reddit. And we also do Sequel Factory with our good friend Jet Kuso, where we watch movies and then pitch ideas for sequels that nobody asked for. You can also catch Roger and Ethan on the Dirty 22 for some D&D fun. You guys have a new season out, right? It's releasing right now?
Yes. I think the first episode of that
there's a new season
out
out right now, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to workshop an outro, but until I have that figured out, we'll catch you guys next time. And please, for the love of God, don't pay for any of the Wright Family movies. Please don't pay for it. You can see them for free on Tubi and maybe YouTube.
More like the wrong family.
Hell yeah. Bye, everybody.
More like the wrong family. Okay.